Hey guys, how's it going? I hope all of you are doing great today. Check it out guys, today we are building this cozy little starter base on stilts. We'll be adding a bunch of stuff you'll need for your survival adventure, including a bed, some storage, a food source, and an animal pen. So grab your popcorn and grab your favorite designated beverage. And I guess, let's get this time lapse started. Alright guys, back at it again with another base video. It's been a while since we worked on a starter base. We've been so busy with Legacy and that video about the procedural generation that it felt really great just to take a step back and just enjoy building something. In this video, I wanted to focus on a starter base that you can put together in your first couple of Minecraft nights. But instead of building everything on the ground like we usually do, I thought it would be a cool idea to put the structure on stilts. That's right. That way you're protected from mobs during the night, and it also opens up the space below the house for some additional builds. In this video, we went for a wheat field to secure a food source under the house, but what you build here is really up to you. You could also turn the whole thing into an animal pen or even have an entrance to your strip mine under your house. I think that's a really important thing if you're looking for inspiration on what to build in Minecraft. It's really easy to copy something or also just to follow a tutorial, but it's just so much more rewarding if you select bits and pieces from different sources and combine it together to form a unique build that you came up with. The same goes for the block palette. The blocks we used are spruce wood and andesite just to break up the color a little bit. Using this color palette does mean that the entire house is a bit darker, but I think it suits the theme very well. If you want to go for a different color palette or even build this house in another biome, then go for it. The great thing about this is that you can adapt the blocks you use just to suit the color that you want, and it will make the base look a lot more unique than instead of you just copied the color palette. What I did next was just play around with the exterior of the house a little bit. I added some stairs to get to the upper floor and then threw down a whole bunch of detail to make everything look a lot more interesting. So let me finish that real quick and I'll get back to you once we start on the interior. Alright, the exterior walls are done, and now it's time to decorate the inside of the house. And I'll be honest guys, this was quite a challenge. I wanted to have a grass roof right above the house, so we only had a room which was 3 blocks high, which is totally fine when you think about it. However, I also wanted to cover up the dirt which would then show through on the ceiling, which effectively meant we really only had a height of 2 blocks on the walls to place some stuff on. That and all of the windows which I added did make space a valuable commodity when decorating the interior. However, I'm still pretty pleased with the end result. I think it looks pretty cool. We were able to squeeze in a bed, a grindstone, some brewing stands, and even a few armor stands to show off the armor that you've collected up to now. I also decided to put a bunch of barrels into the floor of the house, which broke up the texture a little bit and also added some much needed storage that was pretty hard to fit into the house because all the walls were pretty much filled up. And that was pretty much it with the interior. I placed down a whole bunch of trapdoors to cover up the grass roof, and we were done. The next step was me working on the roof of the base. So let me finish off the interior, and I'll get back to you once we're done. Alright guys, interior is complete. The last step was to decorate the whole thing and add the roof. Like I mentioned previously, I wanted a grass roof, which I think would also break up the brown that we have going on everywhere. I decided to turn it into a sort of wheat field in the end, but mainly only for decoration. There's no real way to get up there now, but I'm sure that if you want to modify the design here a little bit, then you guys can come up with an ingenious way to get up there. The last thing to do was to add a few animal pens on the ground floor, and the starter house was done. That's right. I really like how this build turned out. However, if I would redo this again, I would maybe work on the color palette a little more, just to add some variation to the build, since it is very monotone. There's a lot of brown textures. But then again, when you think about it, the resources are very easy to gather, which is a plus when you're starting out in Minecraft. Anyways guys, if you liked the video and want to see more, smash that like button. I've got a whole bunch of new designs and I just can't wait to show them to you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. However, that's going to be it from me. I'll leave you guys with some eye candy at the end of the video and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one guys, and I will see you later.